This is the podcast overview for Module 4, which is the first module in Week 3. This week there will be 3 different modules you'll be working with, Module 4, 5, and 6. So this is the to-do list that goes with the module. As you can see in the main text, we are covering Chapter 5, which is all about coping with and reducing stress. In the Longevity Project book, you're going to be reading Chapter 5 as well, and it's on catastrophic thinking. Here are the objectives that go along with the main Chapter 5, and you can click here for the podcast overview of each of these objectives. The lecture slides that go along with that chapter. Instructions for citing your sources as you're writing in your discussion post. So if I gave you feedback last week on citations, I might have referenced this document, so I'm just putting it here again for just ease for you to access if you need to. It's just a one-page document that shows you how to make citations in APA format if you're referencing the textbook or the longevity book or a video, how to cite properly using author last names, dates, and that kind of thing. So please take a look at that specifically if I gave you that feedback in your discussion post. For this module, the discussion post is set up the same way. You're going to be reading the chapter, Chapter 5. You're going to be taking the small assessment that's in that chapter. It has to do with catastrophic thinking. And then you're going to score yourself according to the instructions. Interpret your score and tell me what it means about you. And then you're going to go ahead and answer these questions related to the chapter. Now, this is one of those chapters that actually correlates a little bit to the main chapter reading. So the main chapter reading is on stress. And so there's a little bit of overlap this week with the longevity book. So the longevity book, you're going to be talking about catastrophic thinking and how it's related to health. What was found in the longevity project with the termites, when somebody was kind of leaned on the side of, making a big deal out of everything, being a catastrophizer, what kinds of links to health did that have? Give me some examples of termites they fit the bill for this. And then how does catastrophizing relate to one's level of conscientiousness? So we've talked in the previous week about conscientiousness. That's one of the big 5 personality traits. And there's some links to whether or not you are kind of that Chicken Little, like, oh, the sky is falling, everything bad is happening, or bad things always happen to me. That's being a catastrophic thinker. And there's some links to whether or not a person is conscientious if they're like that. So talk about that a little bit. And then talk about catastrophic thinking and pessimism. Like, can it be changed? If somebody is that way, what is the advice for them? What has research shown can be done to help in terms of alleviating that a little bit? And that would make up your discussion for Module 4. And again, there's overlap, so try to pull in a little bit from the main text on stress where applicable to these questions, and make sure that you're citing that as you go.